The short film Behind High Walls was done by AUCians in an allegorical narrative structure, as mentioned in the intro document. Their hidden message and symbols are basically talking about young Arab males and their uncertain future in our society. They portray Karim, the main character, speaking to the audience from beyond the grave. He speaks about the 2011 revolution and his experience. Sara, the love of his life, was also mentioned, and his mother, who was really a pain and never supported him in any of his decisions. He also emphasized that he hated Egypt so much. Moreover, he mentioned that his escape from reality was drugs. And after he had died, people who knew him and knew that he had drugs had many unanswered questions of how he died. Some of them were very skeptical and assumed that he overdosed on these drugs. The story was somewhat unpredictable, and so I would personally consider it a non-linear narrative structure. Moving on to something I found very important were the camera shots. They used a wide range of them, including mainly extreme close-ups, and medium shots of Karim beyond the grave. When they were bringing the setting of the funeral, the shots were mainly medium shots for those who were speaking, like his mother when she was crying in the beginning, expressing her feelings and saying, "How could he suddenly leave me like that?" They also had movement in their shots, and one of them was when the camera followed the waiter in the funeral while he went into the kitchen. And also, another shot was when the lady holding the incense was walking around the whole apartment, which is an Arab tradition to remove the evil eye and bad energy. They also had some full shots of Karim's friends when they were speaking about the cause of his death. The sound they used was a very low, slow piece of music that was very minimal. It being slow, I think, added to the whole vibe of the sadness and grief, and it was also a little bit mysterious, just like the cause of Karim's death. The film was edited in a minimal way, which I find much better than an overcomplicated edited video. Them being minimal really let the story and narrative shine. In terms of the characters, I think they had too many, but even though they were a lot, each actor fulfills a specific role that adds to the film, which makes it make more sense. They each had a significant part in the script. Also, the way they introduced each character was good since they allowed the audience to grasp each individual's purpose. In terms of the plot twist, I think they didn't really have a plot twist. To me, a plot twist would have been that he's actually alive, but pretending to be dead to escape all his problems that he mentioned, that he was going through, to start a fresh and new life. Also, something I didn't really understand was the last scene where he poured water onto his head. I don't really get what that symbolizes. But I think a positive was that he showed all aspects of grief of those who were hurt by his death and the unspoken words from beyond the grave.